like to call on Ms. Divya Lal, the founder and managing director of Fliplearn Education Private Limited. Following her passion to provide access to quality education to all, Divya, a visionary and charismatic leader, a TED speaker with over 2 decades of experience, created a special niche for herself in the Indian education industry. At Fliplearn, her role as managing director provides her the unique opportunity to create currently exists in the Indian education system, and is happy to work towards creating 21st century, future-ready education solutions. She looks at education as an opportunity to not just contribute to, but to shape the future of the country. So over the floor to you, Ms. Divya.
Thank you, Nisha.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And
Ms. Lal, your voice is quite soft, so I think you need to speak up a bit.
One second.
Yeah, not a problem.
Can you hear me now?
I think it's still a bit soft. You might have to speak a bit louder.
Okay, I'll do that. Is it better now?
Oh, yes, it is. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. So, very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And Nisha, can you mute other participants?
Yes, I will. Thank you, ma'am. And another reminder, please, in order to make the most of this session, please keep your lines on mute. Thank you.
Thank you. I think I'm here today to share, and it's been very interesting. My congratulations to the panel before me, Mr. Jha, Dr. Sharada Chandrasekhar, Neeta Bali ma'am, Himantani ma'am, Rima ma'am. I heard some very, very meaningful points about the challenges that are being faced when it comes to online education. And I'm here to share with you what we are looking at within an era of how online education is going to shape and continue to be a part of the systems that we work with. I hope everybody can see my screen.
Yes, ma'am, we can. Move it to presentation mode, if you don't mind. Yeah. Thank you.
I think if you look at in era of online learning, one of the very, very key things that we all need to be extremely cognizant is that this is not just about running endless cinema halls. I heard educators talk about children having to sit in front of screens 4 to 5 hours with a break of 15 minutes. And I think that is what will cause people to run away, disengage. And those are some of the things we will talk about in the panel that is coming through. What is very critical is that there are various facets when it comes to online learning. And running in cinema halls is not online learning, getting onto a conference platform and just speaking or making your children speak. We need different aspects and we need to understand what we are working for and what is our basic aspiration to achieve when you're trying to do any kind of online learning. Before I delve more into this, let me quickly take you through the national education policy. Out of the key 8 things that it talks about, it very consciously focuses on the use of technology and looking at removing all the kind of barriers. And when it comes to the digital education piece, out of the many things it talks about, whether it's about the infrastructure, the teacher training, the change in pedagogy, the online assessment, the access of 24/7, it also very fundamentally talks about one piece, and that is blended approach. The moment we talk about the online and the digital education, it is never about a choice between physical or online. I think what we've seen in India is unprecedented. It's the biggest leapfrog jump that has ever happened as far as using the digital infrastructure for education is concerned. And that is why I think what will be very, very critical is that how do we leverage the power that we have found in a way to create phygital models, like we are saying, which are both physical and digital as time moves forward. I'm talking to you with an experience of working with 400,000 children every day who get engaged across 400 schools that I work with. And with the whole idea of saying that don't run cinema halls, create space. Because let us understand what we are doing and why we are trying to do something. When we say solutions that work, obviously have to be platform agnostic, device agnostic, working on low bandwidth, etc. I think what is very, very important for us to understand is if the four key stakeholders, the school heads or the management, the teachers, the parents, and the students are the four people that are running around, most of us are making decisions basis our understanding, our convenience, and our passion of choosing a particular paradigm. Very rarely are we really looking at it from really the heart of the student and the learner. We are talking about a generation that is born with technology. We are talking about somebody made that comment, and I think it was Mr. Jha who said, different generation. Well, the grandfather has got replaced by. And this is a generation that does not run to us for asking us answers the moment they cross maybe 8 years of age. After that, the moment they see something, they may look at us, but then say, okay, wait, they may just Google it. They may just watch a video on the YouTube. This is do it yourself. This is the DIY generation. And that is why it is extremely important that when we are trying to engage with them and create learning experiences, we stay relevant. We believe that schools can now look at an absolute integrated experience which does not stay from 8 to 2 or 8 to 3, but actually become partners 24/7. During the schooling hours, the teachers can get all the support of ready-made content. I heard somebody saying teachers creating so much content, assessment, everything. Platforms like Fliplearn can give you all the ready-made world-class content to use while you're teaching, whether it's animations, real-life application, graphic organizers, varieties of learning content, and an exhaustive question bank to take care of your objective and subjective question needs. The big power of technology that we are focusing on leveraging is very simple. I never want to see a teacher carry hundreds of notebooks every day from the school just to correct on some of the basic homework. Systems are there that can help you with automated corrections so that your time is more focused on the interactions rather than preparation of stuff and creation of stuff and corrections. I think whether it is about, a sense of control and freedom, and I think as educators, we're very used to our own class and brick and mortar feel of 40 kids and us. The online domain opens up to a larger frame and it allows you to go a little more deeper and extend yourselves into making more meaningful pieces. Now, what we understand is the school can take the 24/7 learning plan into two segments. The first part has to be when the teacher is creating the learning experiences or the assessment or the assignment, your normal schooling hours. In that, teacher can use any kind of content for any class, any grade, any subject, etc. Go through those experiences, ask the questions, get assign homeworks, assign next level. You have system that can give feedback that you have defined for levels of performance. It can be personalized to the T. Work on that. Once that time gets over, the system allows every child to have their own space to create a personalized journey, but still within the school's realms so that you understand what the child is also doing. This is a generation that we are talking about, which is all about personalization. They want their own space, they want to study at their own time of choice, and they want to study wherever they feel like. So, anytime, anywhere access, the systems that you adopt can provide and allow the school to be the custodian of a 24/7 journey and not just the first 6-8 hours of the day. Those things, the systems and the personalized learning can bring a child from monotonous learning experiences to adrenaline pumping gamified methods that also enable learning. and can give them a variety of experiences to create better and more meaningful classrooms, etc. I will end by simply saying this, that wherever you are, whatever place, time, whichever device, whichever platform, whether you're the management, the parent, and the teacher, whether you're talking about the assessment or learning or a personalized journey, we need to be clear that it is the child for whom everything is happening. And then we need to choose keeping in mind the child and this generation that is learning, and not just about our passion and our choices and convenience of picking the solutions that we choose, right? We've had a very encouraging journey, have been recognized across, whether it's being the India's most admired brand by White Page, or the Online EdTech Deployment of the Year, or the Economic Times Best Brands, and so on. But I believe this is a great opportunity for us to reach out to as many schools as we have actually, if you can see, made it absolutely free for any school to adopt the system till March 2022. And that is what we are looking at, that we can enable platforms and systems to work. Okay, I'm going to come out of my screen now. And actually, I want to bring in my panelists now.
Thank you, Ms. Lal. Sure, definitely. We'll move, on to the panel discussion session. Thank you so much.